If you go to the Pokemon Global link right now, you might be disappointed to see that there's still no update for the Hoenn starter Mega Evolutions. That's from the International Challenge in April, and those codes are weeks overdue. However, there were some news updates over the last few days. We have the Tiny Tourney as well as the Global Mission. However, the Hoenn starter Mega Evolutions have been released. So this is why you follow Cerebi, kids. Go follow their Twitter, and then that's when you get access to all this information. Also, check out the website from time to time, and we can see that Sceptile, Blaziken, and Swampert are now available in the game to receive via Mystery Gift. So all you do is go to Receive Gift via code, enter the code, go online, and then that's how you get it. Now, the weird thing is, it's not on the Pokemon Global Link website, that you have to go and click on this right here while logged in. If you click on this while not logged in, it just takes you to the front page, but if you're logged in, then it gives you your code and all that stuff like that. So I expect the Pokemon Company and the Global Link to update that in the next few days. Now, looking at the Pokemon legality, these guys are usable on the battle spot, and I guess that some people might have found out already, that they're just messing around the battle spot, and then they see a Mega Sceptile, and then they look up the news, and boom, the code is available, so they got to get it for themselves. However, this is not the shared code. Even though it's been so long since the April challenge, this is just the code for people that participated in 3 battles while signed up, while registered, and that is how you can get the codes only at this time. Now, I don't expect it to be long until we get the shared codes because of how this was delayed, but as we can see right here on the Pokemon website, that's where they had the code for Azul for the most recent group of Megastones. Now, I did videos and strategy guides for these Pokemon right here, but that was on May 12th. So maybe in the next 2 weeks, everyone's going to have access to the Mega Sceptile, Mega Swampert, and Mega Blaziken. So that's going to be interesting. Now, since it didn't update on the Pokemon Global link, just keep an eye out on Cerebi or the official Pokemon website, and then we'll see what the shared code is for those Mega Stones, and if we get any new Mega Pokemon. That's generally what happens now, that the shared code comes out, and then 2 new Mega Pokemon appear. I think it might be just 1 since we already have 3 coming out. My guess could be Mega Deontay, or maybe Latios and Latios, something like that. Either way, that code should be coming out soon. Now, what's with the delay? Like I said, we are weeks overdue on the Hoenn Mega Starters, and these are like some of the most wanted Pokemon for Mega Evolutions. And because of that, I already have the guide scheduled for the next couple days, so if you want to learn how to use Mega Blaziken, Mega Swampert, or Mega Sceptile, stay tuned to this channel, leave a like on the video, leave a like on those videos, and also consider subscribing. I think I just kind of blended in that shameless self-promotion pretty well. I think that Mega Sceptile has the most potential to be the strongest of the 3 Mega Pokemon released because of Pokemon Sun and Moon. I've also already talked about Mega Blaziken in the past. That's pretty much like regular Blaziken with an item, so you can save your Mega slot for something else. And now Mega Sceptile is looking like a viable candidate. But what was with the holdup? Why did it take so long to get the Mega Stones out? Well, that's because of the Japan Championships. I already did a video talking about the many players that were banned for hacking and using cheated Pokemon in the Japan Championships, and that was pretty much it. That was all about the rankings, that they didn't want to publish the rankings with all the cheaters on the leaderboard, especially because this is their regionals. This is where they get all of their points, and if they do good in Japan Championships, they go to a real-life event, and then they go to Worlds. So this is some serious business. They cracked down on the hackers for VGC, and I am very proud of Game Freak for taking down the cheaters at such a good moment, but because all of that was delayed, you know, they had to go through, like, all the battles and all the accounts and just, like, see what modified game data was being uploaded to the Pokemon Global link, and then with that, that's why they delayed the ratings, and then they delayed the Mega Evolution Stones. So now that all of that is sorted out, we're good to go. So this does come with a little bit of a twist as well, that Game Freak has been targeting the higher ranked players with this ban wave because that's where you're most likely to find the players that are cheating, since it does give an unfair advantage, as being ruled by Game Freak right now, since they're punishing people for using hacked Pokemon, even if they have possible stats, even if they have a possible ability, even if they get through the hat check and everything like that, you are still at risk of being banned if the Pokemon is not obtained through normal gameplay means. I think that's actually like a line that's said in here is just normal gameplay only allowed. If not, then that's what your risk of being banned for. Also, they did publish the rankings for this, but they're still checking for hackers. So if a hacker is found in the published ranking, they could owe any prize money back, and they will lose their invite to the real life championship series. So it's pretty hardcore. And at the same time, Nintendo was also cracking down on people pirating the game, hacking their 3DS system, modding everything, and they got shut down. The amazing part about this is that they thought it was undetectable, and Nintendo found a way, which is absolutely beautiful. And now, if you have a modified 3DS and you connect it to the online when this ban wave happened, well, you lose your online connectivity permanently, and that's kind of all there is to it, and somehow people are getting upset about it. So let's go laugh at the butthurt kids that think they can do illegal things to their 3DS. That's what a terms of service is. That's my favorite word to drop on people these days, or favorite phrase, because the terms of service means you are not allowed to do whatever you do. Even if you buy the game with your own money, you still must follow the terms of service or you lose online connectivity. Same with the 3DS. You don't lose the ability to play games. They don't completely brick your system, and you should be thankful that Nintendo only disables your Wi-Fi and still lets you play the games on this console, or else you could be out $100 to $200 if you have one of the newer DS systems. So I love it that people are just, they get upset and they blame Nintendo for getting hacked. Nintendo is banning CFW users randomly for no reason. There's always a reason, such as the illegal activity that you're doing on your DS and the cheating that is also going on. So yeah, how will hackers even recover? Are you sure it isn't for stealing their games and hacking their system? I know, it's like, no reason. Well, I'm pretty sure that's the reason, that, you know, it is piracy. That it was from the Nintendo Free Shop, I think it's called. So with the Nintendo Free Shop, I guess Nintendo got into that and was able to just start grabbing users out of there and banning them, which is pretty awesome. And then there's also a Kotaku article kind of showing what happens. This device's accessibility to online services has been restricted by Nintendo. That's it. You get this simple error code right there, and then you're done. So while it is difficult to pinpoint a commonality between all affected users, many admit to downloading custom firmware to the system. With custom firmware, they can alter their 3DSs, use emulator, dump game cartridges, and all the stuff that Nintendo really doesn't like you doing. Now, of course, there's going to be people saying, I didn't do anything wrong, but those sources are not confirmed, and then there's other people like, yep, I modded my system, and screw Nintendo for banning my DS for using modified system. So as a result, and this is what, okay, now this is the really interesting part. Nintendo gave a general sense of what systems they are targeting by speaking to Kotaku. So this is a statement from Nintendo. As a result of a number of users making unauthorized system modifications, playing unauthorized versions of one or more games, and or connecting to the game servers in violation of terms of service, Nintendo has banned those users' systems from accessing online networks, effective immediately. So that's it. Like, I don't think you can, you cannot have any right to complain about that. It's done. You turn on your DS, there's a little thing that says, read this, or, you know, it comes with all the pamphlets, it comes with all the terms of service that, you know, do not steal from us, do not do illegal activity, and do not modify your game software or anything like that. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, band players say they can still use their systems, but they're prohibited from playing online, which is kind of like the biggest reason why you play any of the games. You know, Pokemon Sun and Moon, Super Smash Brothers, I guess you could still do local play, but yeah, without like Pokemon Sun and Moon online, there's not really much to Pokemon, because that's pretty much the only reason why you play it, is for the online connectivity for the competitive play. And I also like, Netflix is also banned, Hulu, any other online service. So yeah, even the apps that you download through the Nintendo eShop, like Netflix for watching, or even YouTube videos, everything on your 3DS, that online is gone, and it's beautiful to see, and I love it. Like, I would advise everyone to contact them, flood their phone lines with support calls, and they say they cannot reverse the ban for legit consoles even. There's no such thing as a legit console. If you have a CFW, if you have done any modding, that's the only way you are going to get detected with this. They say they cannot reverse the ban for legit consoles even. Like, my kids have no pirated games on them, yet under the regulations US, we are allowed to modify the hardware we use. That's not legit. You have still broken the Nintendo terms of service by doing whatever you've done. Even though it doesn't have pirated games, it has other modified software. I don't know what that could be because of the hacking, but either way, like, you and your kids, you done goofed, and I love it. I am very happy to see parents losing access to their game, having their children suffer for their illegal activity and unauthorized modification, and then they try to defend it. Under US regulations, we are allowed to modify the hardware we use. Piracy violates these terms and is not protected by them. This is what happened with the iPhone jailbreak. So this is also a parent that's probably jailbreaking their iPhone and doing other questionable activity that voids terms of service because they think they're above the law. They think they're above the rules, and then they get hit by it, which is absolutely, like, if you know the ruling and the laws behind the iPhone jailbreaking so well, I don't trust that person at all. Allowing modified software to not immediately void support and warranty, however, it must be removed before it can be serviced as such. That case set forward a precedent that applies to all corporations for modification of software. Get your case ID numbers, send them with some proof of correspondence per FTC regulations. This guy is a nutter. This guy is absolutely off his rocker. Him and his children deserve to suffer for his stupid actions, and they're trying to make it legal counsel moving forward. We have a class action lawsuit against Nintendo because they broke the terms of service. Oh my goodness. I actually want to see that fail. I want to see where that goes because, yeah, the iPhone and 3DS are not comparable. There's different functions, there's different things going on there, but those people are mad. It's crazy. Either way, that's kind of why I wanted to bring up, because it was kind of related to what happened with the Japan Championships, but not quite. I think this Japan Championship crackdown, it came before the Nintendo bans. So it looks like Game Freak did their ban wave first. That was something I kind of wanted to address from my Japan Championships video when I was talking about all these hackers getting banned. A lot of people were saying that no, it was the Nintendo ban, even though that's kind of independent of Game Freak. I don't think Game Freak would be able to find out a system that had been disabled from online access that had participated in the tournament, even though it wasn't using like anything sketchy. I feel like Game Freak actually brought out their new hack checking or something because they've done this before. They've banned players for using unauthorized data modification for the Pokemon Global Link. I think we're up to like 13,000 players banned, and now they did a more refined version of this specifically for the championships, and they were also able to catch users that were hacking their Pokemon that way. So since the Game Freak has done this outside of Nintendo, I don't think they're super related, but it is nice to stack all the bans at once. Like Game Freak hit it, and then Nintendo just sealed the deal on everyone else that is or is not with Pokemon, and either way, it's a good day because we have Mega Hoenn starters for those who haven't cheated their game and can use the online, and also we have hackers getting banned for modding their 3DS system. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.